of Eternal Spring. Once upon a time, in a land far beyond the tallest mountains and the deepest seas, there existed a kingdom where the seasons never changed. This was the kingdom of Eternal Spring, a place where the sun always shone with a gentle warmth. The flowers bloomed in every color imaginable, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of jasmine and honeysuckle. The rivers ran crystal clear, and the forests were alive with the songs of birds and the rustling of leaves in the soft breeze. It was a paradise, a place where time seemed to stand still, and the people lived in harmony with nature. The kingdom was ruled by a wise and kind queen named Seraphina. She was beloved by her people, not only for her beauty, but for her compassion and wisdom. Queen Seraphina had a daughter, Princess Amara, who was as radiant as the morning sun. Amara had long golden hair that shimmered like spun gold, and her eyes were the color of the sky on a clear spring day. She was known throughout the kingdom for her kindness and her love for all living things. The people of the kingdom believed that it was Amara's pure heart that kept the land in eternal spring. But not all was perfect in the kingdom of Eternal Spring. Deep within the heart of the enchanted forest, there was a dark and shadowy place where the sun's rays never reached. This was the domain of the sorcerer Malvora, a powerful and malevolent being who had long envied the beauty and joy of the kingdom. Malvora was a master of dark magic, and he had spent centuries plotting to steal the kingdom's eternal spring for himself. He believed that if he could capture the source of the kingdom's magic, he could bend it to his will and rule over all the lands. The source of the kingdom's magic was a mystical tree known as the Heart of Spring. It was said that the tree's roots reached deep into the earth, drawing nourishment from the very essence of life. Its branches stretched high into the sky, and its leaves shimmered with a soft, golden light. The Heart of Spring was hidden deep within the enchanted forest, protected by ancient spells and guarded by the spirits of the forest. Only the pure of heart could find it, and only the true ruler of the kingdom could draw upon its power. One day, as Princess Amara wandered through the forest, she came across a wounded bird. Its wing was broken, and it lay helpless on the forest floor. Amara knelt beside the bird and gently cradled it in her hands. She whispered words of comfort and healing, and as she did, a soft golden light emanated from her fingertips. The bird's wing mended, and it fluttered into the air, chirping a joyful song of gratitude before flying away. Unbeknownst to Amara, the sorcerer Malvora had been watching her from the shadows. He had seen the power of her pure heart, and he knew that she was the key to unlocking the Heart of Spring. Malvora's eyes gleamed with malice as he devised a plan to capture the princess and use her to gain control of the kingdom's magic. That night, as the kingdom slept, Malvora cast a spell of darkness over the land. Thick, black clouds rolled across the sky, blotting out the stars and the moon. The air grew cold, and a chilling wind swept through the forest. The people of the kingdom awoke to find their paradise shrouded in darkness. The flowers wilted, the rivers turned icy, and the birds fell silent. Fear gripped the hearts of the people as they realized that their eternal spring was fading. Queen Seraphina knew that only the Heart of Spring could restore the kingdom's magic, but she also knew that the path to the tree was fraught with danger. She called for her bravest knights and wisest advisors, but none dared to venture into the enchanted forest, for they feared the sorcerer Malvora and his dark magic. Princess Amara, however, was determined to save her kingdom. She knew that the Heart of Spring was the key to restoring the land, and she believed that her pure heart would guide her to the tree. Despite her mother's protests, Amara set out on a journey into the enchanted forest, armed only with her courage and her love for her people. As Amara ventured deeper into the forest, she encountered many challenges. The trees seemed to close in around her, their branches twisting and turning to block her path. The air grew colder and the shadows grew darker. But Amara pressed on, her heart filled with determination. She sang a soft, soothing song as she walked, and the forest seemed to respond to her voice. The trees parted, and the shadows retreated, allowing her to pass. After many days of travel, Amara finally reached the heart of the enchanted forest. There, standing tall and majestic, was the heart of spring. Its golden leaves shimmered in the dim light, and its roots pulsed with a gentle, rhythmic glow. Amara approached the tree and placed her hand on its trunk. She closed her eyes and whispered a prayer, asking for the strength to save her kingdom. But before she could draw upon the tree's power, a dark figure emerged from the shadows. It was the sorcerer Malvora, his eyes gleaming with malice. He laughed a cold, cruel laugh and raised his hand, casting a spell that bound Amara in chains of darkness. "Foolish girl," Malvora sneered. "Did you really think you could defeat me? Your pure heart may have guided you here, but it will not save you now. I will use your power to control the heart of spring, and then I will rule over all the lands." Amara struggled against the chains, but they were too strong. She felt the darkness closing in around her, threatening to extinguish the light within her heart. But then, she remembered the words her mother had often spoken to her. "The true strength of a ruler lies not in power, but in love and compassion." With those words in her heart, Amara closed her eyes and focused on the love she had for her people, for her mother, and for all living things. She felt a warmth spreading through her body, and the chains of darkness began to weaken. The golden light of the heart of spring grew brighter, and the tree's roots pulsed with a powerful energy. Amara opened her eyes and looked directly at Malvora. "You may have dark magic," she said, her voice steady and strong, "but you will never have my heart. Love is stronger than fear, and light will always overcome darkness." With those words, the chains of darkness shattered, and a brilliant light burst forth from the heart of spring. The light enveloped Amara, filling her with a powerful energy. She raised her hand, and a beam of golden light shot forth, striking Malvora and banishing him from the forest. The darkness that had shrouded the kingdom began to lift. The clouds parted, and the sun's rays once again warmed the land. The flowers bloomed, the rivers flowed, and the birds sang their joyful songs. The kingdom of eternal spring was restored, and the people rejoiced. Queen Seraphina welcomed her daughter back with open arms, and the kingdom celebrated Amara's bravery and pure heart. From that day forward, the people knew that their eternal spring was not just a gift of nature, but a reflection of the love and compassion that resided in the hearts of their rulers. And so, the kingdom of eternal spring continued to thrive, a paradise where the sun always shone, the flowers always bloomed, and the people lived in harmony with nature. And Princess Amara, with her pure heart and unwavering courage, became a legend, a symbol of the power of love and light to overcome even the darkest of shadows. The end.